to koolFM. koolFM is a TVH Group of Networks radio station. Tondo's greatest hits are here.
Alright, there we go. My microphone is now working. Okay, so anyways, fellow good morning to everyone and welcome to Hello Pilipinas. Today is July 7th, 2024 and thanks for joining with us to start your morning right here. Alright, so anyways, let's get into what happened yesterday. So yeah, a lot of things has happened yesterday. So apparently, I extended to extend my Saturday edition of Asper's Cafe due to the persistent public demand. So it was great. Also, apparently the prime time or whatever Dream Car calls it, I still call it a nighttime cafe session because I that's my preferred way on calling it. I prefer calling that because yeah, it's a nighttime and basically it's just not the usual coffee, but it was fun to be fair. So Asper's Coffee was a lot of fun. Also, there was some chaos too because of our fellow cafe members there, particularly DJ Sen and Stardust. So it was fun. So also yesterday's episode of Asper's Cafe had a 2 hour and 30 minutes airtime. That was insane. So this is really cool. All right. So anyways, before we get started, so I have something to say about this one. Well, um, there we are still there are still unconfirmed plans if my tool gun will be returning on air by next week or whatever Geo announces it on Asper's Cafe. Who knows? But we will have to wait and see for the further confirmation if my tool gun will be returning on air. But I am sure that it will be returning by this month. So we have to wait and see from our fellow Master Geo. Alright, so also, in case you didn't know what happened yesterday, is that Red Eggy also surprised us as well by showing their server. I'm sorry, but by showing his Minecraft server for the particular community, which is Lamau SMP. Yes, so that's interesting because it's been a long time since Red Ducky has had his micro server because of how of how dead his previous computer was, and now he got a new one, so it is up and running again. So yeah, Lamau SMP is returning, so it is coming soon. So we have to wait and we will wait and see if it will be live stream on TVH Network or rather on TGON Productions. But yeah, very cool stuff right there. Alright, so now it is 6 minutes after 7, so let's get started with what's on the entertainment right now. So let's go open that right now. Okay, let's go to let's start with the local showbiz first. If we have any local showbiz to cover. Okay, we do have a new we do have a showbiz house introducing some showbiz news. So this is going to be covered for the first. So warning, warning people, this is going to be a little bit sensitive for you guys about this one because one of our fellow OPM singer, Jet Madela, was called out by his former manager Annie T. Mercado, who asserted that he made some innuendos about her and her family in his new song, Wish You the Worst. She called the singer ungrateful toward the family that she took care of him. In a Facebook post, Mercado said she wouldn't let Mandela get away with it. So I'm doing my life and moving on with my life of positivity, joy, and peace and trying to ignore spicy flags. But a friend sent me a song once and for all. I am putting an end to this. Since he went public via a song, I am no longer going to keep quiet about this person. I am naming him, don't worry. This song is about relationships, but we're not dumb to think it's not about us, the very family who took good care of him and loved him from the day he set foot in Manila. So yeah, I'm not playing the game of this ungrateful man anymore, she lamented. Mercado asserted that the OPM singer had the tendency to play the victim as she dared him to publicize everything. She argued, well, Wish You the Worst, his new song, this song tells you so much about the kind of person the singer truly is. Title pa lang, he invested in negativity na. He's full of negativity, hate, and bitterness, always playing the victim when he is the offender. He's always played the game if the shoe fits. Well, sorry, I don't want to play. I don't hide behind songs and posts with double meanings. So here it is. Jet Mandela, don't tell me with a song. Pandigan mo yan, ha? Let's go to the press and tell all. If you don't want to, I will. I think people want to know the truth. Share unto this reaches him because he blocked all of us, attitude manager. In the comments section, Mercado revealed that he managed Mandela for 23 years and her family loved the singer unconditionally. I have managed him for 23 years and he is what he is right now. That's the business side. I have known him since birth and me and my family love him unconditionally like a son and brother. And he chose to disrespect. That for me is my closure. End of the line, she wrote. Other dissidents also expressed their spite for Mandela, with some raising issues concerning money. Mandela's song Wish You the Worst was released July 5. That was actually just released 2 days ago and contains the lyrics, you still got these Bible verses on your profile, you want it all, but you won't pay the price. Make these stories up, you ruin the vibe. No chance, no thank you, I'm not falling for your lies. Meanwhile, Inquirer.net has reached out to Mandela for his reaction about Mercado's post and has yet to hear back. Oh, that is not good. I wonder what has he become, right? Alright, so now let's go on to the next showbiz news before we get into the international Hollywood and anime, of course. So next one. It appears that Yassi Pressman and Comirasor Governor Luigi Villafuerte's relationship is going smoothly as the actress asserted that a breakup between them will never happen. A netizen was seemingly curious on the status of the pair's romance after the actress shared an Instagram video of her and Block Radio co-star, Korean actor Kim Ji-soo. In the clip, Pressman and Kim were leaning close to each other to take a selfie. Break na kayo ni Governor, one Arvin underscore Torzi asked in the comment section, referring to Villa Fuerte. Pressman was quick to dismiss this as she laughed off the question and replied to the netizen, never. She also added a heart hand emoji in her comment. Just as last May, Pressman and Villafuerte had a public display of affection as they shared an intense kiss at a stage during the Kaugima Festival in Camisor. Pressman and Villafuerte, who first sparked dating rumors in August 2023, did not outright did not outrightly confirm the relationship, but they have been showing their affection for each other in several instances. Among these were their kissing video in February, another photo of them kissing during a beach trip of the following month, as well as Busman calling the politician the water of her life. And after Chris, Krishna's Krishna Ravida's withdrawal from the 2024 Miss Trump pageant, the Philippines has found a new representative to the international competition in Filipino American TV personality, Kayla Jen Carter. Carter represented the Filipino community in Northern California at the 2024 Miss Universe Philippines pageant in May, where she entered the top 20. Gravides was supposed to represent the Philippines at the 2024 Miss Trump pageant, but she withdrew to take part in the 2024 Miss World Philippines contest. She was crowned Miss Charm Philippines after finishing in the top 3 of the 2023 Miss Universe Philippines pageant, succeeding Annabelle McCondell, who was first runner-up in the international pageant's first edition held in Vietnam in February 2023. Gravitas had already relinquished her Miss Charm Philippines tied to Cirele Payumo, former Miss Tourism International, who was in the top 20, top 10 of the 2024 Miss Universe Philippines pageant when she announced her withdrawal. Payumo is scheduled to compete in the Miss Charm pageant's 2025 edition, with Gavritas still set to participate in the 2024 contest at the time of her coronation. In announcing Carter's appointment, the Miss Philippines said she was one of the highest ranking delegates who was eligible for the titles and agreed to be considered for the Miss Philippines. In the case of the Miss Charm representative, she also needed to already process a U.S. visa in order to compete in the U.S. The organization added, as one of the highest ranking delegates who meets all other requirements, Carter was easily the best choice. Not having to worry about securing a U.S. visa meant that she could immediately focus on planning and preparation for the competition. The 27-year-old Carter was a contestant in the second season of the reality competition Too Hot to Handle. She has roots in Talisay, Cebu. The 2024 Miss Charm pageant will be held on August 24, but the organization still has not announced in which state it will take place. It is now 7:14, and we will be covering now with the what's happening in Hollywood and anime. Well, we have some very unfortunate news about the actor John Landu, Oscar-winning Titanic and Avatar producer, has died at the age of 63. John Landu, the Oscar-winning producer of Titanic and both Avatar movies, died of cancer on Friday, July 5. He was the age of 63. Landu, a longtime producer partner to James Cameron, was behind 3 of the top 4 highest-grossing movies of all time. Landu helped make history with Titanic, the first film to cross $1 billion at the global box office. He topped that movie's record-breaking grosses twice with Avatar's and its sequel, Avatar: The Way of Water. Before his death, Landu was deeply involved in the production of the Avatar sequels. Cameron is planning to fill his blockbuster sci-fi franchise with 5 movies in total, with the 5th tentatively coming out in 2031. Speaking to Variety at the Way of Water premiere, Landu recalled screening the movie for the principal cast. When I saw them tearing up, I had to tear up, he said. At age 29, Landu became the executive vice president of feature film production at 20th Century Fox, where he oversaw films such as Die Hard 2, Power Rangers, The Last of the Mohicans, and True Lies, on which he worked with Cameron. When Landu left Fox, Cameron asked him if he wanted to read the script for a project with the codename Planet Ice, which Landu boarded and which eventually became Titanic. Landu would go on to work with Cameron for the rest of his life, becoming chief operating officer at Cameron's Lightstorm Entertainment banner. He additionally was the architect of LIVESTREAM's ancillary projects such as Dark Horse Comics and Penguin Random House, various Avatar print spin-offs. Lando also advised the creation of Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, the well-received Ubisoft game that released in December, as well as an online multiplayer role-playing game from Tyson Games Level Infinite called Avatar Reckoning. Landu's other producing credits include Campus Man, Solace, and Alita Battle Angel. In a 2022 interview with The Talks, Landu said of his career in Hollywood, "I could never just sit at a desk and sign off on anything, not just as a producer, but in life. I want to participate, I want to have a voice, I want to have an influence. I want to be able to inspire people to go beyond what they think their own capabilities are, for them to feel pride in what we're doing. I think that's a very big thing. I never want to be that guy just at the desk anywhere in life." He leaves behind his wife Julie and Landu, to whom he was married for almost 40 years, as well as their two sons, Jimmy and Jody Landu. He is also survived by his siblings, Dina, Kathleen, and Les Landu. Those who work with Landu offer tributes, including co-chairman of Disney Entertainment Alan Bergman, who said John was a visionary whose extraordinary talent and passion brought some of the most unforgettable stories to life on the big screen. His remarkable contributions to the film industry have left an indelible mark, and he will be profoundly missed. He was an ironic and successful producer, yet an even better person and a true force of nature who inspired all around him. Our thoughts are with John's wife, Julie, and his family and loved ones during this difficult time. Peter Jackson and Frank Walsh, whose Weta FX company was the visual effects house for the Avatar movies, also released a statement. "We speak for the entire Weta FX team when we say we are devastated by the loss of John Landu. John was not only a monumental figure in the film industry, but also a cherished collaborator and friend. John brought unparalleled passion to the projects he worked on, and his influence will continue to inspire for years to come. Our deepest condolences are with John's family and loved ones, as well as Jim and the LIVESTREAM Entertainment team." Joe Lattery, who was the visual effects supervisor on the Avatar films, added in his own statement, "I am heartbroken at the loss of our friend John Landu. He was an amazing and generous man, and a world-class filmmaker who leaves a legacy that will last for generations. On behalf of all of us at Weta FX, it was an honor to work beside him. His dedication to the art of filmmaking inspired us every day. Our thoughts are with his family and loved ones." Stephen Ricken, the editor on the first three Avatar films, said in a statement, "John was our hero. He is and will always be the greatest champion of the Avatar movies and the guiding light of the Avatar family who have worked and continue to work on these films. He was one of a kind giant in our industry. I am so fortunate to have known him and to have had him in my life, both professionally and as a dear friend. We will miss him beyond what words can express. He will continue to live in our hearts forever." Titanic actor Franz Fisher paid tribute to Landu on X, writing, "Rest in power, John." Landu was born in New York on July 30, 1916, to Lee and Eddie Landu, who were also both film producers. He attended USC's School of Cinematic Arts. So, well, it is one of the very unfortunate news that he passed away. So, deepest condolence to John Landu, who was known for being the producer of Titanic and Avatar. All right, so let's go on to the next now. Well, we have some box office updates regarding the numbers, so let's cover that right now. What's happening in the US? The Minions are going bananas for the holidays, with Despicable Me 4 projecting a 5-day opening of $120 million for the 4th of July weekend. Playing in 4,428 locations, the sixth installment Illumination and Universal's animated series took an additional $27 million on Friday. It's another trump for the reliably commercial franchise, a bit notably pacing behind the previous entry Minions: The Rise of Gru. Bolstered by the viral trend Gentle Minions involving young adults dressing in formal wear to attend screenings, Rise of Gru scored the biggest Independence Day weekend opening of all time in 2022 with $123 million domestic over a 4-day holiday window. Despicable Me 4 will still land on one of the biggest Friday to Sunday grosses of the year, projecting $72.4 million over the 3-day frame. That would be the fourth highest domestic opening of 2024, behind Inside Out 4 with $154 million, Drone Bar 2 with $82 million, and Godzilla X Kong, Godzilla Kong: The New Empire with $80 million. That's a fantastic start for Despicable Me 4, which cost $100 million to produce, a fraction of the $200 million budgets that are routinely attached to animated features from Illumination's rivals such as Disney and Pixar. And with a glowing A grade through audience survey firm CinemaScore, it's clear that franchise fans feel that this entry lives up to previous ones. The Minions are crowd pleasers and they will be sticking around theaters for the rest of the summer. Also opening this weekend, rivals are projecting A24's horror entry, A Ma XXX Scene, will earn about $7.6 million across the 3-day frame and previews. That's a big step up from the debuts of director T. West and star Mia Goth's previous horror collaborations, X with $4.2 million and Pro with $3.5 million. Both of those features have gained a following since Bowling in 2022, and that's coming into play with the box office bomb for Ma XX Scene. Reviews lean positive for the 80s period piece slasher, which sees Scott joined by a starry ensemble including Elizabeth Debicki, Lily Collins, Halsey, Michelle Monaghan, Giancarlo Esposito, and Kevin Bacon. Meanwhile, Angel Studios is back at the office with the debut of The Son of Hope, the story of Possum Throat, a drama about a Texas minister and his church efforts in the foster care system. A year ago, the distributor was the runaway king of the box office for the 4th of July with the child trafficking thriller Sound of Freedom. Rivals expect more modest figures for Possum Throat though, projecting $7 million over its first 4 days from 2,200 locations. It earned roughly with $1 million on Friday. Pixar's Inside Out 2 is still going strong in second place at the box office despite its animated rival Despicable Me 4 dominating the charts. The Disney release passed the $500 million domestic milestone on the 4th, and it added $10.6 million more on Friday. Its domestic haul stands at $514.4 million, which is an impressive number. The animated sequel is expected to drop less than 50% this weekend, showing some superlative holding power among the summer competition. A Quiet Place Day 1 is tiptoeing into third place, projecting $21.3 million for the 3D frame after earning $7 million on Friday. Paramount's horror prequel will surge past $90 million domestic on Sunday, with the $100 million milestone coming out fast sometime over the next few days. Sony and Columbia's hit Bad Boys Ride or Die rounds out of the top 5, projecting another $6.7 million for the 3-day frame. After earning $2.2 million on Friday, the Will Smith and Martin Lawrence action sequel has now passed $170 million domestic. So there you go. It looks like Despicable Me 4 is performing very well. Very well, I'd say. So I can say that the numbers will keep going for a while, throughout the summer. I can safely say that it is going to keep going. And that is all for the what's happening in the latest Hollywood. Now let's go to Anime News Network for the latest anime news. For we otakus out there, we got you covered, so we will be covering what's new. with anime right now. So we have some first news that Shangri-La Frontier Season 2's teaser announces it, it will come out on October 13th. So the staff for the television anime of Katarina's Shangri-La Frontier web novel release revealed in a new teaser trailer, along with a new teaser visual on Sunday that the second season will premiere on October 30th. The teaser trailer notes that the new season will also run for 2 consecutive quarters of the year, just like with the first season. So this is good thing. So we can expect this show to run until April of 2025. My Hero Academia, your next film, will screen in US theaters on October 11th. So Toho Animation announced during the My Hero Academia special event hosted by Toho Animation Panel and Anime Expo on Saturday, Toho International will bring My Hero Academia, the movie Your Next, the 4th anime film in the My Hero Academia franchise, to US theaters on October 11th. The film will be available with English subtitles and dub releases. The studio also previewed the first 15 minutes of the film at the event. The film will open in Japan on August 2. Do we have anything else? Alright, well that is all for that for now. So now we will get ready for cool weather brought to you by the DOST Pagasa. So let's go ahead and be quick here. We'll just get ready for the cool weather. Just give me a second. Hang on, huh? Alright, it is 29 minutes after 7, and we will be getting into the cool weather shortly, brought to you by the DOST Pagasa weather specialist Grace Castaneda. We're just waiting for it to show up. Once again, in just a few minutes, we will be going to koolNews Early Edition to cover what's happening with the latest national and international headlines. Right here on Hello Pilipinas. Okay, so whenever it's ready, we will let you know. Alright, exactly 7:30, so 30 minutes to 8 now, so we are waiting. It is done. Okay, we're just still waiting for the video to show up. Okay, so if the operator has got it already, then here is the cool weather brought to you by the DOST Pagasa weather specialist, Grace Castaneda.
Magandang umaga sa ating lahat. Ngayon ay July 7, 2024 at narito ang update ukol sa maging lagay ng panahon sa susunod na 24 oras. Patuloy pa rin umiiral ang Intertropical Convergence Zone or ITCZ dito sa Southern Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao, kung saan ngayong araw magdudulot pa rin ito ng mga kalat-kalat na pag-ulan sa kanlurang bahagi ng Southern Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Samantala, ang easterlies naman ay nakakaapekto sa silangang bahagi ng Northern at Central Luzon, kung saan ngayong araw ay magdudulot din po ito ng mataas na tsansa ng mga kalat-kalat na pag-ulan, pagkidlat at pagkulog dito naman yan sa silangang bahagi ng Central at Southern Luzon. Luzon. So pag-iingat po para sa ating mga kababayan sa posibilidad ng mga pagbaha at pagguho ng lupa. Samantala sa nalalabing bahagi naman ng ating bansa ay meron pa rin tayong mararanasan ng mga isolated na mga pag-ulan, lalong-lalo na yan sa hapon at gabi dulot ng easterlies at ng ITCZ. At sa kasalukuyan ay wala tayong minomonitor or namamataan pa na sama ng panahon na maaaring makaapekto dito sa ating bansa. At para nga sa maging lagay ng panahon ngayong araw ng linggo, maulap na kalangitan at mga kalat-kalat na pagulan ng mararanasan dito sa bahagi ng Mimaropa dulot yan ng ITCZ. Samantala, meron din tayong mga kalat-kalat na pagulan na mararanasan dito sa Bicol Region, Quezon at Aurora dulot naman ng easterly. So muli po pag-iingat para sa ating mga kababayan sa posibilidad ng mga pagbaha at pagguho ng lupa. At dito naman po sa Metro Manila, maging sa nalalabing bahagi pa ng Luzon ay magiging bahagyang maulap hanggang sa maulap yung ating kalangitan. Meron pa rin po tayong posibilidad ng mga isolated o yung mga biglaang pag-ulan, lalong-lalo na yan sa hapon at gabi dulot ng easterly. So kapag po tayo ay lalabas, huwag pa rin po natin kalilimutan yung pananggalang natin sa ulan and also yung ating mga regional offices ay nagpapalabas din ng mga thunderstorm advisories or mga babala ukol sa mga pag-ulan na ito. Agad ang temperatura sa Metro Manila ay mula 26 to 32 degrees Celsius. Samantala sa bahagi naman ng Palawan, Visayas at Mindanao, itong bahagi ng Palawan maging Western Visayas at Zamboanga Peninsula ay makakaranas din po ng mga kalat-kalat na pag-ulan, pagkilat at pagkulog dulot ng ITCZ. At yung nalalabing bahagi naman ng Visayas at Mindanao ay meron ding mararanasan ng mga isolated na mga pag-ulan, dulot pa rin po yan ng ITCZ. At yung mga pag-ulan po nito, posible pa rin maging katamtaman hanggang sa mga malalakas na pag-ulan na maaaring magdulot ng pagbaha at pagguho ng lupa. So pag-ingat pa rin po para sa ating mga kababayan. Agad ng temperatura sa Cebu ay mula 27 to 31 degrees Celsius at sa Davao naman ay 25 to 33 degrees Celsius. At para naman sa lagay ng dagat baybayin ng ating bansa, wala po tayong nakataas na gale warning kaya malayang makakapalaot yung mga kababayan natin mga isda pati na rin yung may mga maliliit na sasakyang pandagat. Dito sa Metro Manila, ang araw ay sisikat mamayang 5:33 ng umaga at lulubog mamayang 6:30 ng hapon. Patuloy po tayo magantabay sa updates na ipapalabas ng Pag-asa at para sa mas kumpletong impormasyon, bisitahin ang aming website pag-asa.dost.gov.ph. At yan po muna ang latest dito sa Weather Forecasting Center ng Pag-asa. Grace Castañeda, magandang umaga po.
And that has been the weather forecast from Grace Castaneda. All right, coming up, it's koolNews Early Edition on Hello Pilipinas. Stick around, we will be right back.
Live from Cool Studios, this is koolNews Early Edition.
Good morning and welcome to koolNews Early Edition. Let's begin with the headlines. Police authorities in Cebu confiscated over 17 million pesos and smuggled cigarettes in two separate operations this week. Brigadier General Traxi Tangawon, Director of Police Regional Office and Bangsamoro Autonomous Region, said on Friday some 5.6 million pesos worth of smuggled cigarettes were seized in Pakikul town after a resident alerted the police about the contrabands being unloaded in the coastal village. Police operatives who responded to the tip found a man unloading some 97 boxes of contraband cigarettes believed to be from Malaysia. The unidentified man was arrested and detained, Tangka Huan said. On Wednesday, two minors were also arrested in Barangay Kajatian in Tanan town, and some 210 boxes of assorted smuggled cigarettes worth over 12 million pesos seized from them. Dagawan said the minors are now under the custody of Indandan police pending investigation, while the confiscated contrabands are set for turnover to the Bureau of Customs. In light of numerous recent apprehensions of smuggling activities, we send a clear and unequivocal message to violators. It is time to cease your unlawful practices, Dagawan said. BRO Bar is unwavering in its commitment to eradicating smuggling and will continue to intensify its operations until this illegal trade is completely stopped, Tangka Huan added. He lauded the Sulu police units and the concerned citizens for helping in combating smuggling by alerting police authorities. Kabataan Party List challenged Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa to participate in the drug war probe, saying that he is accountable to the Filipino people. Stare your victims in the eye during the hearing, Senator. We dare you. If you truly love your country, you will not turn a blind eye to the clamor of thousands of families victimized seeking justice, said Kabataan Party List Executive Vice President Rini Ko in a statement released Saturday. Ko added that evidence of your key role in this massacre of youth in the name of the war on drugs is mounting and undeniable. Even international authorities have taken notice. The International Criminal Court launched a probe into the extrajudicial killings during the administration of former President Rodrigo Duterte, where De La Rosa served as the chief of the Philippine National Police. De La Rosa has recently denied the allegations of House Deputy Minority Leader Franz Escudero that he is avoiding drug court hearings behind interparliamentary courtesy, or the tradition where upper and lower houses in the Congress do not meddle with each other's affairs. Castro also pointed out the inconsistent stance of the senator on courtesy, recalling how the senator invited Representative Raul Manuel to attend Senate hearings. Anyway, let's let them say what they want against me. After all, it is our people to whom I am accountable and answerable, not to a brat, said De La Rosa. Ko also told De La Rosa to grow up, citing that your tantrums against our efforts to ensure justice is top-tier drug behavior, disgraceful for a senator, let alone a self-proclaimed patriot. The group also called for answers and accountability on the drug war, where a report recorded a total of 6,250 deaths in police operations from June 2016 to May 2022, while human rights groups claimed that the true death toll was over 20,000 from June 2016 to June 2022. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. asked the Armed Forces of the Philippines personnel to guarantee a peaceful election for the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region for Opus de Mindanao. The Barnum Parliament elections, which is the first in the region, will be held with the 2025 national and local elections. We need to have peaceful elections in the upcoming voting season, Marcos said on Friday. This is important because we need to say that these members of the parliament were elected lawfully, he added. The chief executive made this statement in his visit to Camp Terradulfo Bautista in Jolo Sulu. Marcos said that a good election will translate to a good government operation in the region, as well as in the promotion of peace. We know that a good election is important, which will result in good governance in the Barnum after the elections, he said. That is all in the interest of peace. We do want this because we want peace to continue in this area, in the southern Philippines. We do not want to see the kind of fighting that we saw many decades ago, he added. In addition, Marcos also advised of threats that may be posed by insurgent groups in the area. Now, that doesn't mean that the mission is over. As you can imagine, there are still those that may still organize terror again that we need to be on guard against there, the president said. So we just have to keep vigilant and to continue to watch what is going on and to make sure that everything happens is monitored. He added. Environmental officials lauded a farmer in Cotabato province for saving a juvenile Philippines serpent eagle, which is called Ispilornis Espilus, which was released back to the wild on Wednesday. Forester Abdul Nakib Ringa Kia, Community Environment and Natural Resources Officer of the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, DENR, based in Matalam Town, said the acts of Jimmy Sidang should set an example to all on how to treat the country's wildlife, especially the endangered ones. Ringia urged the public to report any wildlife concerns to the DENR or to the nearest municipal environment and natural resources office. Ringia said that on June 28, 2024, Sidang, a resident of Sitio Salingsing, Barangay Makaalam of Macbeth Town, found the juvenile raptor on his farm in Sitio Makasang, unable to fly. Worried over his safety, Sidang said he took the raptor home and cared for it for 2 days. When he saw that the bird had regained strength, Sidang said that he then informed the town's environment officials about it. Sidang told Macbeth acting MENORO really Budi that the raptor was weak and soaking wet when he found it. To ascertain the bird's health, Budi brought it to Dr. Milceline P. Renido, Macbeth Municipal Veterinarian, for examination. Renido said the eagle measures 48.26 centimeters in wingspan, with a height of 34.8 centimeters and a weight of 1,000 grams. And based on the results of her assessment, Renido issued a veterinary health certificate stating that the wildlife was in good health and fit to be released back into its natural habitat. DENR Saskatchewan Regional Director Phyllis Alicer said the rescue of the eagle in Macbeth shows that the agency's efforts to educate the public about saving endangered birds is paying off. President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. on Saturday congratulated the newly elected Prime Minister of the United States Kingdom as he expressed hopes for strengthened ties between London and Manila. In a post on X, formerly Twitter, Marcos sent his congratulations to Keir Starmer, who was elected as the UK's new Prime Minister on July 5. On behalf of the Philippines, I extend my warmest congratulations to the Labour Party and Keir_Starmer, Marcos wrote. We wish the new government success and look forward to further strengthening our deep and long-standing ties, he added. Starmer, who is from the Labour Party, succeeded former Vice Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. Starmer's victory ended the 14 years of Conservative leadership in the UK, which started from the term of former Prime Minister David Cameron up to Sunak. And now for the fuel prices, well, the prices of petroleum products are expected to continue their upward trend by as much as 1.5 pesos per liter next week, according to forecasts from industry players. Based on an advisory from Unioil posted Saturday, the per liter increase in diesel may range from 40 centavos to 70 centavos. Gasoline, meanwhile, may rise by 1.30 pesos per liter to 1.50 pesos per liter. Projections from the Department of Energy also show the following possible upward adjustments on fuel products: 1.25 pesos per liter to 1.50 pesos per liter for gasoline, 40 centavos to 60 centavos per liter for diesel, and 60 centavos to 80 centavos per liter for kerosene. The projected figures were higher than last week's increases. Once fuel retailers implement these increases, next week could mark the fourth consecutive week of upward price adjustments. Rodela Romero, director of the DOE's Oil Industry Management Bureau, still attribute the continuous spike in oil prices on external factors: geopolitical tensions in the Middle East, and unexpectedly large withdrawals in the U.S. crude inventories and optimistic forecasts for summer-filled demand have all contributed to pushing price in all products higher, she said in a statement. Amid a series of price hikes, DOE data showed the year-to-date total adjustments for gasoline, diesel, and kerosene already stand at a net increase of 9.25 pesos per liter, 8.40 pesos per liter, and 1.75 pesos per liter, respectively. And Tokyo's top diplomat underscored the need for stronger Japanese and Philippine cooperation to help strengthen the free and open international order based on the rule of law. She meets with Filipino counterparts for a key meeting in Manila that seeks to elevate bilateral relations, especially in the security and economic fronts. In a statement released through the Japanese embassy, Foreign Minister Yoko Kamikawa framed the second Japan-Philippines Foreign and Defense Ministerial meeting on July 8 as being crucial for charting a path toward strategic synergy between the two nations. Kamikawa, her country's first female foreign minister in 20 years, noted how the relationship had made remarkable progress in a wide array of areas, reaching a new high when Prime Minister Fumio Kishida visited Manila and addressed Congress in November 2023. Kishida, she said, expressed his determination to elevate the heart-to-heart ties established by our predecessors to new heights and pass them on to the next generation. The warm applause from the audience filling the hall demonstrated the depth of the ties between our two countries. I hope that my visit to the Philippines will further develop our bilateral relationship based on this solid foundation. High on the meeting's agenda is the draft Reciprocal Access Agreement (RAA) for holding joint military exercises on either country's soil. Last week, Armed Forces of the Philippines Chief General Romel Bronner Jr. said the RAA is expected to be signed in the meeting after 7 months of negotiations. Kamikawa said both sides have made steady progress toward the conclusion of the RAA as well as the provision of warning and control radios, coastal surveillance radios, and launch patrol vessels. It is very timely to review such progress and confirm ways forward for future cooperation at this 2+2 meeting. I look forward to fruitful discussion with Philippine Foreign Secretary Manalo and Defense Secretary Teodoro, she added. As the world faces a historic turning point, cooperation between our two countries, strategic partners which are both maritime nations and share fundamental values and principles, is essential to maintain and strengthen the free and open international order based on the rule of law. Citing substantive developments in economic cooperation, Kamikawa said Japan remained the Philippines' largest donor. Its development support ranging from transportation infrastructure such as the Metro Manila Subway Project and Metro Rail Transit Line Rehabilitation Project to disaster management and the Mindanao peace process. Japan will continue to help the Philippines achieve upper middle income country status through such efforts. With more than 1,400 Japanese companies operating in the Philippines, Japan stands as a major trading partner for the country. Meanwhile, the Philippines plays an important role in supply chain resilience for Japan, she said. Cultural and people-to-people exchanges continue to thrive, she said. In 2023, the number of Filipinos visiting Japan reached about 620,000, exceeding the pre-pandemic level. In addition, Filipino nurses and caregivers working under the Japan-Philippines Economic Partnership Agreement and specified skilled workers are supporting Japan's economy. Kamikawa said she would use her Manila visit to strengthen the women, peace, and security agenda, calling it my lifelong commitment. The WPS, she said, is a pursuit of a more sustainable peace through participation of women in leadership positions, humanitarian and reconstruction efforts, and the protection of vulnerable groups in times of crisis. The Japanese minister lauded the Philippines for being proactive in women's empowerment, exemplified by the active roles of female legislators and making it enormous strides in the West Philippine Sea, including developing a national action plan ahead of other Southeast Asian countries. To foster peace, stability, and economic prosperity in the Philippines and the entire region, she said the relationship with the United States, an ally for both of our countries, is also important. Recalling the first ever Japan-Philippines-US summit held Washington in April, Kamikawa said the leaders of the three countries discussed considered directions for future cooperation primarily in the economic field and made achievements such as launching the Luzon Economic Corridor, to enhance the regional connectivity. Discussions are already underway to bring these cooperation projects to fruition. During this visit, I wish to reaffirm the steady progress of trilateral collaboration, Kamikawa said. And the Philippine Red Cross has provided humanitarian assistance to more than 800,000 beneficiaries in the first half of 2024, according to data released by its operations center on Friday. PRP President Richard Gordon, in a statement, said that the humanitarian group derives its strength from its 2 million dedicated selfless and compassionate volunteers all over the country. PRC Secretary General Dr. Gaywan Pang, for her part, mentioned that PRC remains committed to its mission to elevate human suffering and uplift the dignity of the most vulnerable, and will continue to be always first, always ready, and always there, especially during disasters and emergencies. Aside from PRC's volunteers across its 102 chapters nationwide, it mobilizes emergency response vehicles consisting of 179 ambulances, 48 rescue boats, 35 food trucks, 28 water tankers, 14 fire trucks, and 8 payloaders, among others. And that is all for the first gap of koolNews Early Edition. As always, we will continue with more headlines later in the second gap of koolNews Early Edition, part of Hello Pilipinas. Until then, we will be returning to Hello Pilipinas shortly. It is now 1 minute before 8. And you're still with us right here on Hello Pilipinas. It is almost exactly 8. It is almost exactly 8 o'clock, and we will be getting ready to introduce new viewers into our show at when the clock hits 8 p.m. Alright, so anyways, what's coming up later on Hello Pilipinas as well? We will be talking more about the lifestyle and entertainment, of course. And also we will get to cover the latest headlines of national and international headlines with koolNews Early Edition. So viewers, stay tuned for the 8 p.m. hour of, not 8 p.m. but 8 a.m. hour of Hello Pilipinas. Now it's exactly 8 o'clock. Play the opening. Hello, good morning to everyone who is watching Hello Pilipinas, and welcome to Hello Pilipinas. And thanks for joining us to start your morning right here with us right here on Hello Pilipinas. It is exactly 8 o'clock, and now let's get into what's going on in koolFM. So let's continue where we left off. So as I said before, in the 7 a.m. hour of Hello Pilipinas, I did mention that Asphere's Coffee had an extended edition due to persistent demand, of course, and it was a long ride, of course, so it was really nice to see. So yeah, it was really fun. So excuse me. I don't know. Oh, yeah. So yeah, Asphere's Coffee had a long fun. It was fun. We brought our chaos. Excuse me. I don't know what just happened, but I will have to drink some water. But anyways, excuse me. Excuse me. Hold on. I'll just get some water. Alright, I'm back. Excuse me. Alright, there we go. So I'm back. So, alright, so Asper's Cafe was, you know, it was loads of fun. As I said previously in the 7 a.m. hour of Hello Pilipinas. That's all I'm trying to say. But again, my throat hurts. I don't know why. But yeah, it was fun. It was really fun because we did a lot from talking about the gameplays. I actually did some gameplays on Nintendo Switch. I did play some gameplays. All right, on my show last night. It was really fun. While I'm doing some gameplay, there was a lot of happening in the studio, and I was so bad. uh, and yeah. So yeah, it was a lot of chaos happening in the studio while I was playing the game. So very interesting stuff. Excuse me. Ugh. All right, so viewers and listeners of koolFM and koolTV, what can you expect later? Is that we will be having um we will be having uh Easy Jazz, which airs after koolNews at noon. So if you're up for some jazz music, for easy listening music of jazz, then head over to listen to Easy Jazz every Sundays from 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. right here on koolFM. And also, if you're up for the disco throwback, then disco throwback is also there from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. right here on koolFM as well. So these are the two afternoons. So these are the two afternoon music shows that you will be interested to make your Sundays fun. So yeah, Easy Jazz and Disco Flashback, both of which airs every Sundays at for Easy Jazz from 12 from 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. and for Disco Flashback from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. All right, so now let's continue with the while the showcase is slow, we will cover the gaming now. So let's go to Niche Gamer. Let's go what's new in gaming. So let's see if Niche Gamer has anything new. Well, we do have a new one. So again, we already covered the Ruby from yesterday, so we will not be covering that right now. But we do have some news, or I should say. So here it is. Natsumon 20th Century Summer Kit is coming. It will have its Western release. So publisher like Chunsoft and co-developers Toybox and Millennium Kitchen have announced a Western release for Natsumon 20th Century Summer Kit. Natsumon 20th Century Summer Kit is coming west on August 6th for Windows PC and Nintendo Switch for $40. A playable demo for the Switch version will be out on July 30. Natsumon's 20th Century Summer Kit was originally released for Switch back in July 2023 and more recently June 2024 for PC. There's that one. Now there's nothing much here, so let's go to Getmatsu so we can cover more. Alright, so this is going to be for some niche audience there, so let's get into that. So Dead and Request Code C is coming to West in 2025. Idea Factory International will release roguelike RPG Dead and Request Code C for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and Switch into West in 2025, the publisher announced. It will be available both physically and digitally. That and Request Code C is due out on September 1st in Japan. Hey, there's more actually. There's more. Though Who spelled Carnival is also coming to West, aside from that and request code C. So there's that. So Idea Factory International will release Bullet Hell Strategy RPG Dogo's Spell Carnival for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and Switch in the West, the publisher announced. It will be available both physically and digitally, and feature Japanese voiceovers with English, French, and Spanish subtitles. Wish lists for the standard and limited editions are available now via IV online store. And that's not just wait, there's just more. We have two more. So it's not just that and request code Z, not just uh Dohu Spell Karma. We also have Battlefield Works, Neptunia Riders vs. Dokos, and Timmy Rana, the Lucky Princess, and the Strategic Knights. So for the Battle well, they have announced they will release Ultimate Visual Novel Battlefield Worlds for Switch in the West in 2025. The publisher announced. A limited edition will be available exclusively through IP Online Store in North America and Europe, with content to be announced at a later date. Purchases for both the standard and limited editions via the website will include an exclusive trading card. And for Neptunia Riders vs. Dogos, it is also coming to the West in 2025, and it is a Neptunia series spin-off motorcycle combat action game, which will be released on which will be released for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch in 2025 in the West as well. It will also be available both physically and digitally, and include English and Japanese voiceover options, as well as English, French, and Spanish subtitles. And finally, Tamirana, the Lucky Princess, and the Strategic Knights is also coming to the West next year. So it'll be available exclusive, a limited so the game will be coming out in the West to the Nintendo Switch in 2025, and a limited edition will be available exclusively to IP Online Store in North America and Europe, with content to be announced at a later date. Purchases for both the standard and limited editions via the website will include an exclusive trading card. Alright, there you go. So that's all of the latest gaming news for now. So it is exactly 8:10, which is 10 minutes after 8, and we will have more lifestyle and entertainment headlines coming up on Hello Pilipinas, so stick around. We will be right back. Welcome back to Hello Pilipinas, and it's now 18 minutes after 8. Okay, so let's continue with some of the lifestyle now. So let's get into lifestyle. Yes, this is a core part of the show, so we must talk about the lifestyle today. So let's take a look. What can we cover today? So let's see. Okay, so we can what can we learn from Seoul's shopping culture? This is coming from Inquire Lifestyle. Okay, so let's show this to you all. Give me a second. I'm just have to send some assets to therapy real quick. Give me a second. Wait. But yeah, we'll be getting into what 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 does the shopping culture of Seoul's look like? So that's what we are going to find out. All right, so let me just send the split screen graphics to Tara so he doesn't have to use the koolNews thingy. Just give me a second while it's still loading. Here it is. There it is. There's Tara. Here it is. This is the split screen background. So yeah, and then I'll be screen sharing in just a few moments so we can show you what's going on in lifestyle today. So let's have a look together. What can we learn from the South Korea's Seoul shopping culture? Okay, so let me just get the screen share ready now. Here it is. Here it is. So this is the website itself, and this is what it looks like. This is what the Seoul's thingy looks like. So here it is. This is from Ali De Leon. So let's read this to everyone. Since 2019, I always wanted to go to Seoul. These plans, however, were pushed back at the start of the pandemic, and even when I resumed travel in 2023, Seoul wasn't the destination. 5 years down the line, with increased Korean proficiency and K-pop fictions, she finally got to visit South Korea's capital with her family. Wanting to go to Seoul was a no-brainer. She has been a huge K-pop fan since the end of 2018, and she just got out of a semester with an intensive Korean language class. She wanted to put everything she have learned into practice. Her TikTok For You page, however, decided to show me the best of what seemed to be inherent in I'm so sorry, it lagged. I don't know what just happened. But anyways, her TikTok For You page, however, decided to show me the best of what seems to be inherent in Seoul's culture. It's shopping havens. Her book boards were quickly filled with Songsu's base pop-ups, Myeongdong's Mecca SQ, koolNews, and various other stores and stalls scattered across the city. Despite spending less than a week in Seoul each day, including a touchpoint with the city's bustling shopping scene, and upon returning to Manila, she couldn't help but think how their own retail experiences could become even more enjoyable. Here are things we can learn from Seoul's shopping culture, which we can also apply to the Philippine shopping landscape. So, this is what the fan store looks like. If you look here, this is the fan store. It does look nice. Let me get my phone real quick. We are still seeing some screenshots, so that's nice. But here it is. So this store is called K Mecca, and oh lord, this looks really fun to shop there, huh? It does really look fun to shop, huh? Yo. So this is what K Mecca looks like. on the outside. So, continuing here, physical shopping space are important in the Seoul retail experience, and they come in various forms. Huge and maximalist flagship stores are rather commonplace, enabling shoppers to spend hours on end looking for a perfect purchase. Myeong- Myeongdong, the city's famed shopping street, is full of these coastal shops across various segments of lifestyles such as fashion and beauty. However, her K-pop fan self was naturally drawn to K Mecca, an all-around star selling various franchise from from her favorite artists. From albums to magazines, the two-story shop was heaven for anyone who kept up with idol groups and soloists. While she did not end up buying anything from the store due to indecision, she truly enjoyed simply being able to window shop and roam around the expensive space. Craving out space for one's retail experience does not mean providing something as massive as these stores though. Shopping streets in Seoul count as space of their own, and smaller businesses can take advantage of this sprawling atmosphere as people tend to buy from multiple vendors when doing their rounds of street shopping. And this is this is our selfie taken in the Myeongdong shopping district. So this is what it looks like here, and this is her right there. It does look nice. It does look nice, as you can see. And you have live work coffee from there, and the rest is the shops. Street food at the Myeongdong exemplifies this unconventional but welcoming space, and so do the night space. So do the night markets across the city. You don't need to worry about the safety and security of street shops either, as street food vendors need to undergo a strenuous verification process to be authorized to sell food safely. Speaking of space, pop-ups are a shorter but impactful way to promote unique products and services. Pop-ups are also a marketing tactic of their own, as vehicles and videos of the social booth and stalls attract people to check out the new, often temporary space. There's even an app upbeat in Korean that allows you to view all the different pop-ups happening at a given time. The success of pop-ups comes as no surprise due to Seoul's love and passion for aesthetics. Each pop-up store is thoughtfully designed and highly Instagrammable, that's the best thing, which enables prospective customers to visit and eventually make a purchase. After all, the store's ambience plays a role in influencing our customers' decisions. So this photo is the FV pop-up in Soksu. So this is the pop-up store you can see here. This is a pop-up store. We'll get into what's inside in a bit, but yeah, this really looks really already promising. Beyond the front-facing parts of the pop-up stores, they are extra enticing for the exclusive benefits they offer. For example, Varo K Beauty brand FV's pop-up. There you go, that's the K Beauty brand. In Seongsu, boasts at the lowest price for the products through discounts that could rival Olive Young's sale price. On top of that, customers could receive a free keychain filled with a pudding pot sample, the makeup brand's most popular product. Other freebies such as Q Fairy, pouches, and sleek makeup applicators were available as well. It's no secret that a good chunk of Seoul's tourism comes from global K-pop fans who desire to be closer to their idols and their culture by visiting the vibrant capital city. While they end up falling in love with the city for various other reasons, their initial motivations of living their K-pop stan dreams stay with them throughout the trips. While we want to show you this, it is unfortunately having issues embedding, so that's unfortunate. Let's continue. K-pop has long been acknowledged as a soft power of South Korea, ranking in billions of dollars for the nation. As the center of everything that happens in a genre, it comes to us no surprise that there is no shortage of shops and retail concepts dedicated to Korean pop music products. Top album distributors have flagship stores scattered across the city, while idol groups habitually hold pop-up events in partnership with local household names such as Line Friends. Her personal favorite, however, came in the form of Sulphur Steve Flowers, Kwangya at Seoul. This massive store, located in the same building as the headquarters of Korean pop giant SM Entertainment, sells all sorts of album and merchandise from the company's various ironic groups. And this is the store. This is what the store looks like. Oh dang! This is so nice, huh? This is so nice, and yes, the caption did say it is inside at Kwangya at Seoul. Interestingly, the products were not the only highlight of this retail concept. Instead, fans were drawn to the proximity of the store to their idols, not only because they shared the same building, but also because Kwangya at Seoul had signed merchandise display in a fascinating hexagon structure, as well as photo booths to take photos with our favorite idols. Even if you don't plan on going on a shopping spree here, the evidence alone makes this destination worthy of a spot in your itinerary. But based on the average K-pop fans' spending habits, you would probably end up buying something anyway, which is true. And finally, shopping is embedded in Filipino culture if it's not a subculture of its own already. As we consider malls as one of our top spots to bond, explore, and unwind, it comes as no surprise that retailers must keep innovating so they continue meeting ever-changing needs. Beyond value for money proportions or propositions, shopping experience can attract more royal customers if they showcase a level of creativity that allows for experiential consumption. And as our country continues embracing Korean pop culture and lifestyle products, we can take this appreciation further and make it work for us by taking a page or two of the massive soft power. So there you go. So this is very good. What I mean very good is that we can learn a lot from this article, and we can apply it here in the Philippines as well. So what can we learn here? So we can apply this pop-up store right here in the Philippines. I have to say the building structure, which looks very, very nice. And yes, again, regarding this brand is it's obviously the gay beauty brand. It's FW, and it is a pop-up store, as you can see. So yeah, it does look nice, I have to say. So this is what Filipino importers can learn from this. That is likely they will take a page from this and turn it into something good. And of course, their own space too. Look at this one. This is not just a food store. It's not just a food court. It's everything you can sell, like from the K-pop, K-drama, K-food, everything. So that's a lot. That's a fan store. You can go inside, and that's everything. You can go through. It does look nice, right? It does look nice. Yeah, it really is. So this is what we can learn for Filipino importers out there who are very passionate in building stores. This is definitely the page you can take inspired from. Just make it good, make it attractive to customers who are very interested in visiting your store. That's all. That's what we can see here. This is the lesson. This is a lesson for everyone who is willing to be inspired from this one. This is going to be fun, and I am very confident that Filipino importers will take a page from this and make it attractive. And same for this one too. Same for this one, because this looking store here can also be applied here in the Philippines. So again, this is one of the best highlights of this concept. So this can also be learned in the Philippines. So Filipino importers right now who are watching Hello Pilipinas, I hope you can take this page and learn it for your customers' needs, and hopefully when you have your own pop-ups like this one, you can even make it attractive and make it profitable, or who knows, but it will be very attractive to customers and they will definitely visit your store. So that's what we can learn from this one, and Very good, huh? Very good article from Ali De Leon from Inquirer. Very good, huh? Very good. Okay. Okay, there you go. So it is now 8:33 in the morning, and we will have more headlines with international headlines on koolNews Early Edition right here on Hello Pilipinas. It is 33 minutes after 8, and we will be right back.
Hihiyang magtanong at hanapin ang check ng right med.
If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Live from Cool Studios, this is koolNews Early Edition.
Welcome back to koolNews Early Edition. Okay, so let's continue now. Police found the bodies of missing Pampanga beauty pageant contestant Geneva Lopez and her Israeli boyfriend Shishak Cohen buried in a grassy area in a remote village here on Saturday morning, 2 weeks after the reported disappearance. A report by the Criminal Investigation and Detection Group said the bodies were exhumed from a parcel of land in Barangay Santa Lucia. Authorities, before they could dig, first secured a warrant from a local court in Tarlac, the couple's last known destination before they went missing. After the heartbreaking discovery, police now shifts to finding those responsible for the death of Lopez, age of 27, and Cohen, age of 37, said the Interior Secretary Mayor Abalos. One of the officials will confirm the identity of the bodies. Police source said family members of the missing couple also made a positive identification based on their clothes and physical features. The bodies were brought to Lotus Funeral Home in Barangay San Vicente, Tarlac City for autopsy and DNA analysis. Beyond reported missing on June 21, Lopez and Cohen were last seen alive when they left the residence in Malabañas, Angala City. Initial investigation showed that they were supposed to meet a middleman for the purchase of a 20.5 hectare agricultural land in Armenia, Tarlac City. On June 22, the sport utility vehicle was found abandoned and burned at Barangays Cristo Rey and Capas, Tarlac. In the media interview on Friday, Cohen's older brother Yannick clarified that the couple went to Tarlac not to inspect the land but to already get the title to the property, which he said the couple had already bought several years back. In its report, the CIDG said a witness had cooperated with the police and pinpointed the location of the bodies in a piece of land owned by a certain Mr. Pamintuan. The makeshift grave itself was located within a quarrying site in Barangay Santa Lucia, according to a separate statement from the Philippine National Police, the CIDG's Murders Unit. A search warrant issued on July 5 by Judge Edwin Sungam Bonifacio of Tarlac City Regional Trial Court, Batch 111, allowed authorities to proceed with the examination in the presence of Santa Lucia Village Chief Casaria David Pudisa Jr. and Councilman Ronald Pachico, the CIDG said. The bodies were found a day after the PNP said it had identified a former police officer and 6 civilians as persons of interest in the case. The Lopez and Cohen families earlier offered a cash reward totaling 500,000 pesos for information that could lead to a couple's whereabouts. Angela City Mayor Carmelo Lazatin Jr. offered a separate 100,000 pesos reward. This heartbreaking discovery underscores our unwavering resolve to bring justice to all victims, Apollo said in the PNP statement. We will not rest until those responsible are held accountable. Justice will be served. We are committed to ensuring that justice prevails, not just in this case, but in all instances where the innocent suffer, Apollos added. Given the same assurance, PNP Chief General Romel Francisco Marbel also commended the Special Investigation Task Group formed for the case for being instrumental in piecing together the events leading to the couple's disappearance and ensuring that every lead was meticulously followed. Their efforts have been crucial in bringing this case to light, and their work continues as the investigation proceeds, Marple said. And now for international headlines. Labour on Friday secured a huge majority in the UK's general election, giving it a massive mandate but also a few headaches once celebrations died down. Before the vote, the Conservatives warned voters not to hand Labour Party leader Keir Starmer the blank cheque of a supermajority, but as Prime Minister, he will now have a majority of over 170 and 5 years up against a demoralized main opposition. The main advantages are clarity. It means the government of the day can get on with its program unhindered and ex-cumbered. Tony McNulty, lecturer at Queen Mary University of London and the Labour Minister under Tony Blair, told AP. The trumping win also gives Labour a nice reservoir of talent with which to fill government roles, a bit with the risk of disappointing more MPs who miss out, said McNulty, who became an MP during Labour's 1997 landslide. However, a supermajority does not have any constitutional significance in the UK as it does in the United States, explained King's College London professor Brendan Bogdanor. A government with a majority authority can do more or less what it wants, just as much as the government with a majority of 200, said Bogdanor, one of the country's leading constitutional experts. Some of the potential problems that Starmer will need to manage stem from twerks of the UK's first past the post electoral system and fragmentation of its political landscape, which have conspired to produce one of the most unequal results in electoral history. The system doesn't work very well when you have got so many parties, said Bogdanor. Labour looks set to win fewer votes than it did in its disastrous 2019 election, but gain around 210 more seats in the 650-seat parliament thanks to the fractured right-wing opposition. Only around 1 in 3 voters chose Labour, leaving Starmer having to balance the wants of his army of MPs and the public that is, paradoxically, not particularly enthusiastic for the incoming government. Starmer's approval ratings are some of the lowest for an incoming prime minister, with polls by Ipsos and YouGov in May showing them at -18 and -20 points. It's a punishment election. People simply want to punish the Conservatives, said Bogdanor. Expectations are high for improvement in the health service and other services, but they won't come about quickly. And the fiscal situation is very dear. Most people agree that the NHS, or National Health Service, is in very serious trouble. What is going to be done? He asked, adding that tax rises appeared inevitable. All sorts of other improvements need to be made in the public service, the environment, sewage in the rivers and seas, housing policy, school repairs. It's a great dilemma for an incoming government. So there will be rapid disillusionment, and particularly people on the left will attack the government he won. McNulty said the public will initially give the government the benefit of the doubt, but how long that lasts is a moot point. As a result, Starmer will hope to focus on issues that unite the party and are popular with the public. The most obvious one would be eliminating the two-child benefit cap, which McNulty said was totemistic internally and could deliver immediate results in tackling poverty. Potential wage issues include Gaza, where there is pressure from the left wing to take a tougher stance on Israel, and immigration, where the public support harder policies that Labour MPs are opposed to. Having such a large majority will also give Labour MPs, most of whom have never been politicians before, the convenience they can revel in large numbers without inflicting defeat on the government. Often with a large majority, there is more scope for disaffection, so it is not always good to win a landslide, said Bogdanor. In order to ensure harmony, McNulty advised Starmer to accept that dissenting voices need to be at least recognized and given space. And the last headline for koolNews early edition this morning: Tokyo residents vote Sunday to elect a new governor for the Japanese capital, with incumbent Yuriko Koike challenged by opposition figure Ren Ho, two prominent women in the country's male-dominated political sphere. Japan has never had a woman prime minister, and a large majority of lawmakers are men. But Tokyo, accounting for the 10th of the national population and the 5th of the economy, has been run since 2016 by former television anchor Koike 71. While few now told the former defense and environment minister as a possible future prime minister, as many once did, polls suggest that the media-savvy conservative will win a third straight term in the metropolis of 14 million people. This will be some relief ahead of national elections due by late 2025 to the ruling Liberal Democratic Party of deeply unpopular Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, who backs Koike, even though she broke away from the ODP in 2017. The election comes after new government data showed the average number of children a woman is expected to have hit a record low of 1.2 last year, and Tokyo's figure was 0.99, the first below 1 for any Japanese region. Both Kyoke, who has campaigned with an AI version of herself, and her nearest rival, Han Ho, who goes by one name and is backed by Japan's main opposition parties, have pledged to expand support for child rearing, with Kyoke promising subsidized epidurals. After having their first child, I hear people say they don't want to experience that pain again. Koike said, according to local media, I want people to see childbirth and raising children as a happiness, not a risk. I will implement genuine long-term fertility measures, support young people truly, and expand their life choices, Ranho said. I will also realize transparent fiscal reforms where everyone can check the situation. Our dark horse in the race could be independent candidate Shinji Ishimaru, age of 41, a former mayor of Akitakata in Western Japan. Recent polls also suggested with some swing voters preferring him over Koike and Ranho. A record 56 people are standing in the election, not all of them serious, with one dressing as the Joker and calling for polygamy to be legalized, and others campaigning for more golf, poker, or just to advertise their premises in the red light district. And that's all for the headlines right here on koolNews Early Edition for this morning. As always, if in case you missed the headline, the previous hour's headlines of koolNews Early Edition, we will be uploading the replay of koolNews Early Edition on Hello Pilipinas later after this broadcast of Hello Pilipinas on TGON News YouTube channel. And we will be back with more headlines later with koolNews at noon, koolNews at 4 p.m., 6 p.m., and koolNews Primetime at 9 p.m. Until then, I am Asphere, and this has been koolNews Early Edition. And now we will return to Hello Pilipinas shortly. Alright, we are now back to Hello Pilipinas, and we have last 8 minutes before we leave the broadcast, so we will get into some additional entertainment now. So let's go. Actually, let's go move to this right table, which I would say this will be for interviews starting in the coming weeks of Hello Pilipinas when Geometric Tomato returns to hosting this morning show. So expect that. So this table will be used for interviews and such. Okay, so anyways, let's continue with more entertainment now. For the rest of the show, for the rest of the news, for the rest of the morning show. Okay, just in, people, just in. We have Fire Force Anime coming out in April 2025. So Crunchyroll announced during its panel at Anime Expo on Saturday that the third season of the Fire Force Anime will be the final season with 2 split course or quarters of the year. The first part of the final season will premiere in April 2025, and the second part will debut in January 2026. The company unveiled a trailer during the panel as well as the visual. So the trailer is unfortunately geo-blocked, so I cannot show you that. It's also obviously due to copyright reasons. But again, yeah, I don't know why they have geo-blocked this one, but maybe it has to do some licensing restrictions. Who knows? But let me just check which countries are blocked. Okay, so the Southeast Asian countries are blocked surprisingly. So we won't be able to see we will not be able to see the Fire Force, what it looks like, but we get to see the visual. So this is the season 3 visual, which I'm seeing here. Let me just screen share if I may. So here it is. So this is the visual of Fire Force season 3. Very so this but yeah, this is a teaser visual, but this is what fans of Fire Force can expect right here. And dang, by the way, I'm glad that they're recent. So this will be interesting. So let's see what anything. Okay, so that's a lot, huh? Also have announced during anime. Until 2009 stage restarting. Also, by the way, it's a delay from its original planned July debut. The channel will air for special programs for the anime once a week starting on July 10th. So yeah, I don't know what led to the delay, but it is what it is. So now next one is the Blue Lock. So Crunchyroll will also be streaming Blue Lock Season 2, so it will debut on October 5. So yeah, there you go. So they have obtained the streaming rights to Blue Lock. And finally, it's a wrong to try to pick up Ghosts in the Dungeon. Season 5 reveals key visual at Anime Expo. So this is key visual, as you can see. Nothing really new, but you get the idea of what it looks like. So this is just a key visual. So yeah, they have announced this at Anime Expo as well. And that is it. That is it. Yeah, that is it. Let me just stop right now. Yeah, that is it. 3 minutes to 9, and we are getting ready to leave the broadcast here. So again, there will be some changes to Hello Pilipinas as we have announced last week. Once Geometric returns, we can expect some interviews. Well, there will be the return of interviews on Hello Pilipinas, so that's expected to happen on Hello Pilipinas in the coming weeks. So when Geometric fully returns to Hello Pilipinas by next week or so, the interviews will return as well. So stay tuned for more interviews on Hello Pilipinas, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, Geometric does come back to the show. Well, the atmosphere of hosting will be a little bit different because, yes, I know how Geometric's edgy stuff, right? So yeah, it's unpredictable how he's going to host in the show. So we will wait and see. But yeah, very interesting. So yeah, very cool, very cool. So, and also, once again, Hello Pilipinas will have its changes again. Not again, but what I meant is that it will have some changes in the coming weeks, along with this interview and some format changes. Well, my rate on hosting will stay the same, whether it's lifestyle or entertainment, headlines, or even the lifestyle to cover. I will stay the same. Well, Geometric will do the interviews. So, yeah, stay tuned for interviews. Stay tuned for the return of interviews right here on this show. Okay, it is now 1 minute to 9, and we will get the quote of the day brought to you by Brainy Quote. Okay, so today's quote: "The return really from generous actions is not always evident." From Francesco Gucci Gardini. And ladies and gentlemen, that is it for Hello Pilipinas this morning. And thank you so much for joining with us to start your weekend mornings right here. So we will be back next week from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on TVH Network, koolFM, and live streaming on TGON Productions and TGON News YouTube channels. Until then, I am Asphere, and this has been Hello Pilipinas, Hello Philippines, and good morning. We will see you next week for more weekend mornings. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everyone, and bye bye for now. Bye bye.